Hey guys, right now I'm going to talk to you about preparing to saw things out at home. As you can see, my space is literally in a utility closet. Water heater back there. You don't need a lot of space for this at all. You need a table, you need a piece of wood, somehow attached to the table, usually with a C-clamp, a saw, and some metal. I mean, it doesn't need a lot of space. The major important thing that you're gonna need to know is that your sawing surface needs to be about chest height, which is not normal dimensions for a table and chair setup, right? Usually when you sit at a table, it's around your belly, but that's too low for you to have the proper control for the saw. So what I've done, so you've got two choices. You can either lower the chair or you can raise the table. It just depends on your situation. Sometimes, like at thrift stores, you can find like a kid's chair, which sounds really silly, but for a regular height table, if raising the table's not an option, those kids' chairs are low enough, but they're not very comfortable to sit in for long, but you could sit in it long enough to saw something at your house. What I've done is raised the table. So I got these, I think they're called bed risers, maybe bed lifts. I got them at the thrift store for $4, but we've bought some from Walmart. They're not expensive at all. And you just put them under the legs of your table and it raises it up. Then you end up in kind of a game. Like I raised it, it was too high, but I couldn't find a higher chair. So I folded a blanket and I sit on the blanket. That gets me at the right height. So just play around with it. If you're really struggling with your sawing, you might stop and analyze where your body is relative to the position of your bench pin, because if it's not right, it can actually cause you to struggle a lot more. So you need to know that about setting up your space. The other thing I have nearby for sawing is safety glasses. I like these yellow ones because they make everything look bright and sunny. So you need safety glasses. I've got glue nearby for attaching my pattern to my metal. And I've got my saw and some saw blades, which I'll go over in a minute. One thing that I think will make or break your home studio setup is organization, which is not my strong suit, I'll be honest. But also, you've got to have a light in front of your head, if that makes any sense. So let me turn this off. First of all, having extra light's just nice because you know, it brightens up your space and makes things a little bit easier. But as I'm working, you see that my head blocks the light, and so as I get down close to my piece, I make it an already dim situation even more dim. But if you can get a desk lamp or something to put in front of you, then your head is not blocking that light. So this is just like a vanity light or something we got at Walmart, but any sort of desk lamp, something bringing the light from this direction will really make a huge difference for you. I have now moved outside in order to solder. If you are in the studio, this is the point where you will go to the ventilation booth, otherwise known as the soldering station. That will keep the fumes from going up in your face. I don't have ventilation here at home, and most of you will not have ventilation at your houses either. So I have moved outside. I do have a fan that is blowing across my face, so it will take the fumes this way. And then I will take care not to put my face directly over this brick while I'm soldering. It's extremely difficult because your instinct is to get your face really close because the things we're doing are small, but you must resist because it's not safe. The supplies I've brought out here with me are my fire brick. These, you can use any brick. I have friends that use bricks from houses, but this is a fire brick like from building a kiln. It's heat resistant. This is my little torch that I use here at home. It's just a butane torch. I got it from Lowe's. I think it was $15. It works great for bezels, annealing small things, making small rings. It's not great for making thicker, bigger items. That's when I go to the studio. But for at home, this little guy works great. The other things I've got are my solder. I have already cut it into little pallions in here, and I keep them in this container labeled with the kind of solder it is, whether it's hard, medium, or easy. I have some tweezers for putting the solder pallions down and also for picking up my work. And then I've got some flux here, which is paste flux. Kind of looks like mayonnaise, and that will keep the metal clean. So